Okay. Let me see what time it is. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's really afternoon. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you today? You all are fabulously great. This is your girl Coco 929. I'm just coming on to talk about some real stuff. Um, so I don't know who this is going to resonate with, but whoever it does, it just does. There has been a shifting, I feel, in the atmosphere, and I am a spiritual being. I feel a lot of stuff. I see a lot of stuff that is not known to the natural eye. You can think it's weird. I really don't care what people think. But this is for someone. So a lot of times, I go through what is called a shifting, and it started last night. Last night, I felt so heavy, and it just started coming out of nowhere. Like I was sitting here, minding my own business, but I started to get bothered in a way. Like I couldn't get settled. I was sitting here, but it felt like the atmosphere started changing, and I was in here by myself. And normally that means that there has been a shifting, there is a shifting going on in the atmosphere. Okay, and which is naturally true because every city just about has been on 100 because of the unjust killing of African American men, especially the one that we just saw on TV. Floyd, rest in peace. Last name is Floyd. And it's changing the atmosphere. It's making it's like we're waiting on the shoe to drop. That's how I felt yesterday. Like the atmosphere was so charged with just everything in an uproar. It felt like everything was in an uproar. And that's crazy. It felt like darkness was actually taking over yesterday. And we all know God is not the author of confusion, nor is he darkness. God is light. Okay? It was very low vibration yesterday, and when you are in a low vibration, that brings in depression, anxiety. I'm sorry, somebody keeps texting or whatever, I don't know. Brings in anxiety, anger, depression, just things that are low vibration. And for somebody like me who I encourage people, and I am a sun baby, I am water. Everything living is me. Um, and so when stuff like that happens, it tends to take a toll on me because I feel like that all of my energy, all of my strength, all of my spiritualness is being pulled. And it's because sometimes people around you need what you have. Okay, so I woke up in tears today, and then I wondered why I woke up crying. And it's because my spirit is really, really saddened by the things that's going on. And I feel the atmosphere. I feel the uncertainty. I feel the sadness. I feel like the hopelessness that people are having at this point. And when I feel this way, and I also feel the heartbeat of our Father, when it makes him sad, it's like I feel that. And I sat back today and I was telling a friend of mine who so happened to also be a male, so don't try to get it twisted, women and men can be friends. And I was telling him that I think the reason why I woke up crying is because I feel like at this point, like right through here, I'm not living, I'm just existing. And anybody who's like me, that's a go-getter, that you don't let anything stop you from doing and being your best, when you have a period or a point where it's like you're sitting, or you just, there's nothing going or coming, you're just here, it makes you feel like you're not being productive. It makes you feel like, see, I have always lived my life being on, meaning that I've always had something to do. I always felt like I had to do something, I had to do something, I had to do something. And now that I have this period in my life that I don't really have to do anything, I'm learning this person. I'm learning who I am during this period. And it just so happens to be the period where a whole lot of stuff outside of me is going on. Like the atmosphere is not conducive to being positive. So I'm having to dig deep to stay positive. I mean, I don't have an attitude because everybody else has one, but people draw on your strength. And there are such things as spiritual vampires. And what I mean by that, they come to suck the life out of you. They come around you, and you can be feeling great. You can be on top of the mountain. You can be smiling. You can be laughing. You can have joy. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just be sitting, but you just can feel so confident and have so much love and joy in you. And then somebody can call you or be around you, and before long, you start feeling like, well, dang, what happened? It's transferring. Energy is never destroyed. It is just merely transferred. And I always tell people to guard their hearts and guard your mind and guard your heart, which is true. You have to watch what you put before your eyes. And unfortunately, the things that I used to seek out to make me laugh has been wrapped up as well in the low vibration that's going on in the world right now and stuff. And so I'm like, really? So I'm saying all this to say, it is a lot of things at this point we can look at and be sad about. There's a lot of things at this point we can look at and be depressed about. It doesn't take much, okay? But it's a fight to stay solid. It's a fight to stay in a positive mind frame. It's a fight to have your joy. It's like sometimes you have so much joy and you see other people that's going through or that's being troubled and things like that. It makes you sometimes feel bad that you're so happy and they're not, or that you're good in your spirit, but you see the stuff that's happening around the world, and it's like, well, how can I be so happy, and everybody's suffering, or people are going through this, and you start to feel guilty for your happiness. Am I speaking to someone? You start to feel guilty because your life or the joy that you got is great, and then you start thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't be this happy. Maybe, I'm not doing my part as a race with everybody else. Maybe I should just, no, absolutely not. No, that's not what that means. And I had to catch myself. And let me tell you what this man told me. Yeah, this was hardcore. And I appreciate it. This was hardcore because what I wanted, I did not get. And sometimes what you want is not what you need. So I said that I feel like I'm just existing, I'm not living. And my friend was just quiet. And every now and then he would say, And I'm like, is he not going to say anything? I mean, hello. I just poured my heart out and, hello. This is what I'm thinking, And I said, well, are you going to say something? Or are you going to just keep saying, What does mean? Now y'all know, women, come on. Sometimes when it comes to men, we can't get nothing. We Venus and Mars, okay? Can't get anything. But he said, what is it that you want me to say? Okay, first, that was a gut puncher because I felt like, okay, encouragement here, something, tell me the world ain't black and that, it's not blowing up and all this type of stuff. Put the fire out, dude, And he was like, because if you just feel like you existing and you're not living, change it. Y'all heard that, right? He said, change it. Now, that was simple, but guess what? It was honest. See, here's the thing. If I'm drowning, don't encourage me to keep swimming because I'm not swimming, idiot, I'm drowning. So if I'm drowning and you care about me and you love me, throw me a life preserver. Help pull me out. And that's what that did to me today. It was tough love, but it was love. And it's something that I know. But every day you're not on the mountaintop. Some days you need somebody to save you. And it's okay. I said all that to say it's okay. Now, I don't know how to talk about nobody. I don't know how to do all that other stuff. All I know how to do is come true, be honest about me and the stuff that I go through. And that was one of the most profound statements that I've heard in the last 48 hours. If you think you're just existing and you're not living, change it. Wow. And I know y'all sitting there like, well, yeah, I mean, that's simple. But when you're at a point, like I told y'all, I'm very spiritual. So I feel stuff. And I haven't been, because I feel so much and so many people are pulling on my spirituality and I'm giving out so much, a lot of times we give out to the point we have nothing left for us. Those of you all that know what I'm talking about, you know. You give, you give, you give, you give. Then the next thing you know, you empty. And then you're trying to fill up and people still pulling on you. And you're trying to get some. You like, dog, I barely have enough juice for me. You know, all I got is this little bitty water and I'm thirsty. I'm going to have to swig. I'm going to have to take a swig. I can't keep giving y'all. If I give you the rest of my water, I die. You know, so it pissed me off because I felt like, dude, how you gonna care about me and you ain't got nothing for me? But then in the same token, it echoed in my head, change it. And I was like, that's one of the best showmanship of love that I've heard. Now some of y'all might say, ooh, that was cold. But I look at it in a different way. I look at it as that's exactly what I needed. And it was said at the right time that I needed it. So I'm telling you guys, even in the midst of this pandemic, and I call it plandemic, but that's a whole nother issue. Even in the midst of this, even in the midst of where it feels like you have no hope, or you feel hopeless or despair, and you see everything that's going on, and it's like, change it. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. Some of y'all will get that. Think about it. Let's say it together. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. Okay? And I always say to thy own self be true. So, I have this thing, and then I'm going to be done with this, y'all. I have this fascination with butterflies, okay? I don't know. I know why. I know why. I'm not going to say I don't know why. I know why. And I'm going to explain it the best way I can. My sister has a fascination with dolphins. Now that I have no clue about, but it's not meant for me to know. But sometimes God makes us a certain way, and we are connected to certain things. Mine just so happens to be a butterfly. And if you think about a butterfly, it starts off as an ugly caterpillar. It's long, it's slinky, it has all these legs. It's just awkward. And then it gets inside of this shell called a cocoon. And while it's in the shell, y'all, it goes through hell, if I can say that. Excuse my language. It goes through hell. It has to, I mean, the heat has to get to a certain temperature. It like it kills off its former self. Okay? Now this is for somebody. The former self dies for something else to be in this thing to emerge. Think about it. You go from having all these legs and being slinky, and you wrap tight in the cocoon. You wrap tight in a situation, and it looks like the situation is killing you. You can't get out because it's not time. You have to do all these changes in a small space. You have to do all this changing and getting rid of the old. And then when you become new, it's like you become new and actually become too big for the thing that's trying to keep you contained. And that's when you break out of the shell. And when you come out of the shell, you're brand new. There is no resemblance of your past. Oh my God, that's preaching. There is no resemblance of your past. You don't look like the green thing that went in with all them legs. You come out in a rainbow, a array of colors. And you fly. You no longer slink and slither and crawl. You fly. Now you can be anywhere you want to be. You're not bound to one place. Because why? You took off the old man. Wow, come on. You took off the old man and emerged as a new creature. The Bible states, old things have passed away. Behold, all things are new. So, I'm going to echo the words of my friend who I love very dearly. If it's not going the way you want it to go, change it. And on that note, this is Coco929, the realest, the most honest I think you're going to get in these here YouTube streets. Because you know what? Let me tell y'all something about me. What you see is what you get. Good, bad, or indifferent. I will tell you about me even if I don't look good in the story. If it means I can help someone while helping myself, or after I've helped myself, either way, then I tell it. Because why? We're helpers one to another. Let's build together, okay? All right, well, I am out of here for now. I might go live if I end up in the park or whatever. But you all be careful, be safe, raise your vibrations. Never lower your vibrations. Raise them. The only thing is that, okay, let me go here again. Biblical wise, perfect love casts out fear. Think about that. So while all this hate is going on, make sure you're loving and that you're loving hard. And that you have nothing but love in your heart. Perfect love casts out fear. You know, I told my friend, and this is the truth. I said, believe it or not, you are the reason lately that I am facing my fears. You are the reason lately that, okay, because let me say this. I had stopped writing, okay? Some of y'all know that I'm an author. I had stopped writing. And I just didn't feel led to write anymore. And I got a third book that's already registered that I have to finish, but I didn't feel it. I'm like, I get to it. I get to it. But perfect love casts out fear. And I remember saying that, and y'all, this doesn't take away from your mate. Sometimes God puts people in your life because it's the missing ingredient that you need. And sometimes people are there to help you reach your goals or to help you with your new life, to let you know it's okay. It's okay. Now you've never been here before, but I'm here to walk it with you. So when God sends you those people, treasure them, love them, and allow them to love you. Wow. So my thing has been, I've always had to be the one to support everybody else, give to everybody else, be that bridge for everybody else. And I went lacking in the process, okay? But I've always only trusted myself with me because of those who I used to trust, that was supposed to have my back, didn't. So I had me. And as long as I had me, okay. I mean, is anybody thinking about this? I mean, am I the only one that felt like I got me, and as long as I got me, I'm okay? Because you couldn't trust other people that you should have been able to trust to have you and to help you, okay? Because either they throw it back up in your face or they want something in return. It's not just, I want you to be better because I love you enough because I want you to be better. I don't want anything in return except for you to be better. I want you to be happy. It makes me happy if you happy, and that's it. And wow. Whew. Okay. So let me tell y'all how hard this was for me, because I'm a challenge. Okay. I don't trust easy, and with good reason. I don't trust easy. So when somebody say, I'm just here for you, whatever you need to do, I'm here for you. I don't want anything in return. I'm here for you. I'm your friend because I'm supposed to be your friend. And I'm going to be here for you. And nothing you say is going to push me away. I love you because I love you. Nothing in return. I don't want anything in return except for you to be happy. Now, that sounds like, oh, that's easy. But y'all, that was so hard for me to receive love and be watching with, I'm sorry, to be watching with one eye open like, yeah, because everybody who has ever said that to me always wanted something. It's like, okay, I'm going to give you this love, I love you, but this is what I want to return. And when you can't, or when you don't line up the way that they want you to line up, then they take their love back. They take their understanding back. They take their kindness back. And you're like, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. You know, blah, blah, blah. But when somebody enters into your life that all they want and all their mission is and all they're told to do, like I said, God loves us, y'all. I'm serious. All they want, all they is told to do is just to be there for you and love you unconditionally. That's scary. And I have a tendency of pushing the envelope because, like I said, I'd rather know what your limit is so that way we can go ahead and get this over when you can bounce. But when somebody is meant to be in your life, no matter how hard you push, they're like, okay, I see what you're doing, and I'm going to let you have it, and I still ain't going nowhere. Call me when you're ready. That's scary. So, some people are meant to be in your life for a season. Some people are meant to be in your life for a reason. Just know those people. Are they seasoned people or are they reasoned people? However, thank God for the gift that He sends for whoever is coming into your life. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. It's okay. If it's not going the way you want, change it. Only you have the power to change you or your situation. Even if it means instead of combing your hair on the right side today, you coming on the left. Even if that means instead of burning a candle today, you go get some incense. Even if that means instead of walking up the block, you walk around the block today. Whatever the change is for you, start a change. Even if it means you eat three meals a day and you want to start getting healthier, cut it down to two. Make small changes as long as you're changing. Once we leave this side, real life begins. Over on this side is temporary. This life is temporary. But after this life, that's forever. You only live once. Be happy. Even if that means other people is going to be unhappy with the decisions that you make. To thy own self be true. And on that note, smooches.